So we've got a whole frying chicken here. You can pick them up fresh. And the reason you buy a whole chicken as opposed to parts of a chicken is usually you can get a better deal on a whole chicken. And then if you cut it up, you can get exactly what you want out of the chicken, and it'll serve many purposes for different meals. But there is a basic technique to follow. It's very simple, and you can do a professional job in no time. Important, you want to have a good cutting board and a nice boning knife. Good sharp knife does the job. Okay, there's a lot of personal preference, but let's just start with some basics. Okay, let's get the wings off. Find the part of the chicken's armpit, basically. Get your knife in there, and you're going to rotate around. The joint will pop free, and you'll keep cutting, and you're clean through the joint. The trick is, you want to cut through the joints, not through the bones. That'll make your life a lot easier. If you want to remove the tips, you can do that too. Just cut those off like that. Okay, we'll do this to the other side. Just a little cut, bend. You'll find that joint in there like that. Some people like to leave a lot of meat on the wing, more on the breast, whatever you like, it's your choice. Cut where you like. Cut it off, and we'll cut the little tip off just like that. Okay, down to the hindquarters here. We're going to take the leg. The leg comprises the drumstick and the thigh. So we're going to separate the leg from the back. You find the fold of skin between the drumstick and the breast meat. Just cut that, open that up. As you open it up, peel it. When you peel it back, and you'll see the bone pop out from the joint right there like that. Okay, so now just take your knife and cut down along there. Come back, and you've got a nice leg right there. You might want to leave the leg whole for barbecuing, or you can cut it, separate the thigh from the drumstick. Leave the skin on, take the skin off, your call. If you do want to cut, here's a simple way to find the best place to cut. You'll see there's a line of fat right there between the thigh and the drumstick. Just right in there is your joint, and you're going to get a nice clean cut right through the joint. You're not forcing it through the bone. Very simple. Other side, same thing. Little cut, open it up, get that bone to pop. Around the back we go. Cut the skin off like that. Again, look for that little line of fat. Cut down like that. Thigh, drumstick, beautiful. Okay, now we've got the breast and the back. So let's separate them. Very simple to do. Just basically want to go down the rib cage on the side there like that. Just cut down. And pop it off. Give it another little cut, and you've got them separated. You may want to trim off some of the excess fat from the back. Discard that. You can cook the back, you can make soup, however you like to do it. Not a lot of meat on it, but what is there certainly is flavorful. If you want to cut it in half, just give it a good cut right down the middle. Okay, now we've got our breast. Depending on what you want to do, you might want to have the breast meat in one whole piece, and if that's the case, you don't want to cut it down this part. You're going to want to come at it from the side and go up and underneath. This time, I just want to separate the breast meat. I'm making some chicken fajitas, so I'm going to take the breast meat off the bone, cut it up into pieces, and I'm going to do this one half at a time. Here's the keel of the breast right here. You can see it and feel it. You're going to take your knife and gently cut in, find the bone, make sure you're going down the right side of the bone, not into the bone. Go all the way down there like that, flip it around, give it a little cut. You'll find there's a breastbone that runs there. Use that to guide your knife down. The breast fillet, or the chicken tender, is there. You're going to separate that. That's going to come down just like that. Separate that off. And you've got a nice piece of breast meat. Skin still on. Roasts up nice, barbecues nice. If you like to just do the fajitas like I'm going to do, I'm going to take the skin off. I'll separate the tender, cut it in half, okay, and then I'm just going to cut it up into little chunks that will make some beautiful chicken fajitas after I season the meat up and fry it. Okay, we'll do that with the other half of the breast, just like this. Flip it around, get it down. The trick is to get it, making sure you're going down on both sides symmetrically, and you'll make sure that you maximize the amount of meat that you're removing. You'll leave as little meat on the bone as necessary. Okay, again, we can just peel our skin off, remove the tender, cut it in half. If the pieces are a little too big for you, it's not a big deal to just cut them in half again. And there you go. You've got beautiful breast meat. You've got some bones if you want to make some soup. If you want to get that last little bit of meat out of there, you can do that like that. A little bit of bone for soup if you want, if you have enough chickens, or you can throw the backs in, make some good broth. You've also got some drumsticks and thighs and wings. I like to bread them and bake them in the oven with a nice crispy breadcrumb coating. Season them up. They're delicious. In any case, that's a quick way to butcher a frying chicken. Hope you enjoyed. Bye for now.